Welcome to Fort Worth, Texas, and Amon G. Carter Stadium, home of the TCU Horned Frogs. This game could have a huge impact on the trajectory of both teams' seasons, as each are trying to break into the top 25. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on
I should have checked my roster.
the TCU Horned Frogs.
Ah, man. I forgot what this team is. I ain't played in a few days. That was my only game. Should have checked it and gotten a little better prepared.
And the Wolverines will kick it away to start. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Is he really coming out blitzing?
Going up top on first down. He's right on target. Out across
He's coming out heavy on me early. Nephew putting pressure.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Both these teams just outside the top 25 and really needing to win a game like this to vault their way into the rankings.
And it's just amazing winning a game like this, what it can do for your program, right? Recruiting, your confidence, everything is better when you've got the number beside your name. And David, one of these two teams is going to get that number if they pull out the win.
No doubt, and you continue to start the season off and build, right? Because you started with preseason, and you start with getting into the year, and now you're starting to build and build and build and build that momentum. Getting a win against a really good team, finding out who you are, can set the tone for your season.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Takes it the other way. And a big return here as they finally get him down inside the 20.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Offense getting set for 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. Working his way and keeping those legs moving. Picks up 5 down to the 14.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Steps away. He will step out of bounds.
I didn't realize he had a quarterback with some speed. That's on me.
Man, you cannot coach this to quarterbacks. Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. As soon as he felt the lane, he was gone. No second guessing at all. That was picture perfect, and he uses his speed to just gash the defense.
With the run on 1st and goal. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, still looking. unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete.
Good defense, bend but don't break. We'll take it.
6. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Fair catch called for and made. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Got his man on the outside. Just has a knack for hitting that move on time. He's out to the 33.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Using his feet. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the 1st. Let's see what happens next.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Fired that thing out.
Come on, player.
And that's where quarterbacks, you know, they got to be
Got to get that one.
They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Running back goes in motion. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. At midfield, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the
There we go, Frog. Frog Nation, stand up, baby.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They're going to ride this running back.
I was about to say, they getting there. Like, I see the push.
Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
But they're just not quite completing the play. Oh, well, since you're going to pause, let me go look at my depth chart real quick. Oh, yeah, Bigums. So, let's see. Does he have any Kitchens? What number is Kitchens? 85. Quarterback, decent speed. Fast halfbacks, okay.
So fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Now the play fake. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down, but there's a
He ran into me, ref. He ran into
The
me.
officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Going to the running game.
Come on, fellas. Come on.
Turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Buys a little time. Finds a man on the right. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The
I know where my three went.
Able to make the
You
stop.
should have been out there, buddy.
Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out.
Let's
but
go.
again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
Let's go. Swerve about him. Swerve about him.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different
Get off
things.
me. Get off me. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good
He's
stuff.
got
Good
his
stuff.
man. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. They've got
Oh,
the
you
screen set
got to
up.
be kidding me.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was
Completely
almost
overran
perfect
that,
on
man.
that play.
God dang it.
That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
Quarterback sneak, wedging himself into the line.
That's trash, man. I'm
Pushes,
there.
and he's
I'm there. That's
open.
interception.
Getting set for the point after.
Got to make that play.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A 69-yard touchdown
He got
drive.
bumped and threw me off.
They finished the deal
I was
with
going
the
for where he
quarterback
should be, not
about
where
to
he
kick it
was.
away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He wants to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And that ball is hauled in inside.
He been blitzing on first. Figure the big set. He blitz
And
again.
once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Both of them was open.
That was just as simple
Left
as
and right
playing
side.
catch and warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. Saw a great
Field
example
goal.
right there.
And he knocks the
Running
extra
into the
point through
kicker.
upright.
I mean, that must be off.
The kickoff unit about to go to work. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options.
I like it, big fella.
Pass rush, gets home, gets him on the ground.
So let's see if they can make up for that loss on 2nd down from the 18. He's looking to throw. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another
like it.
sack.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on 1st down, sack
I don't know if this
down.
team
Now
can
on
actually
3rd down,
handle
this offense, they
man
better
cover,
identify
so we're
where
about
this
to
guy's
find out.
lining up, and they better get him double teamed because they can't block him right now.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's going to let one fly down the middle.
You boy, I tell you.
Huge pickup.
Come on, man. What? Bruh.
Finally stopped. The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Working that wide receiver screen. And that's where they'll mark him. But
You gotta be kidding me, man. The heck?
And the Wolverines are rolling down the field. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Using the quick game.
Dang it, I thought I was lined up with him.
They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
The throw. And that one's incomplete.
I'm about to say, he better not complete a crossbody like that.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
Pass commit and didn't mean to.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone.
Come on, fellas. If I'm gonna lock down this side, you got to lock down that side.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of the bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win if you're on defense.
3rd and goal for the offense.
That's real flat roll. Was not ready for that.
Trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
Fires into the end zone.
Come on.
And he's got it.
I'm spamming triangle, too.
Michigan. They'll try to add another to their lead.
This dude getting lucky,
And the
man.
extra point puts them up by a field goal.
Absolutely
Almost
lucky.
ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the 1st half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
With the catch, it's Correa. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup.
Man, come on.
Let him do the rest.
Well, good decision there by the QB. A little zone read action. He reads the defensive end crashing down, keeps it himself, gets a nice chunk of yards.
And when you do that, you just sort of get the drive going or keep it
going,
as the case may be.
It's amazing in college
I thought he'd get a clean block, but he didn't.
Each offense, the zone read has become. We're seeing more and more athletic quarterbacks on rosters now. That is a staple of the sport.
Nice.
Gotta hold your block 8-2.
From
Gotta hold your block 8-2.
Oh man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gonzalez. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
I didn't even read that right. I think the slot fade was wide open.
Coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone.
Oh no, he wasn't.
Into a soft spot.
Somebody
Get
back
the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
They'll throw it on first down. Finds his man. It's Gonzalez.
Let's go down, buddy.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast to force the incompletion.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He fires to the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And the Horned Frogs with the 1st and 10. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
Get the block.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. He's got the back in the middle. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. He's got it in the end
Figured he'd be sitting on those.
Touchdown, Horned Frog.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, you keep that passing game up, you keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up.
Now, if we can stop the lucky stuff from happening,
Let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
we should be able to get a stop right here.
Different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Oregon State somehow, some way, found a way there in Corvallis and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Finally run out of bounds but he has this offense rolling with a first down. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Trying to find his man on first down. Keeps looking downfield.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we on that. Yes, sir. Let's go.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. They'll go with a direct snap. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming.
The thing I don't like about this playbook, don't have a lot of big sets.
Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. This quarterback part of their running game. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, TCU!
Swerve on them.
And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field.
Tried to go for the hit stick.
But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes.
He's going to throw it, but then he had no linebackers in the middle. So.
They got the late touchdown on the board. Now
why not
kick it away and hoping the defense
get rid of it?
Keep them from answering. Fair catch called for and made.
I mean, get rid of it. Go to the
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This late in the half, you're behind. You love to create something before the break to build momentum.
Well, you've also had some miscues on
thought the other side was going to get free first.
Game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
He had all day.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
On the move, he fires.
God dang it.
He makes a catch.
That was an accident. I didn't mean to switch stick.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
I did not mean to switch stick. God dang it.
Second time tonight. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out.
Smoked it.
That
good.
Is no good.
That's crazy.
The missed field goal still down by 11.
He ain't going to press it. He's going to be in the deep coverage anyway.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the ground with the back. They make the stop, and that is
take that second
the
off.
First half.
Count our blessings.
Here, time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Horned Frogs will kick it off to start the second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like it starts
Come
with
on.
linemen and being physical, having a nasty
We there, cuz.
Same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think
Dang
if
it.
this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Got out of trouble and throws. Grab near the marker.
Yeah,
is
that's
Webb.
right. Duking to my
He's
fellas.
brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. Trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. David puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of the spot.
Trying play action. Release to the back. By himself, he makes the grab. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. He's looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure.
I'm jumping.
Not quite in rhythm.
Give me the
there.
freaking animation. What the heck?
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll try to move the chains on the ground.
Oh, good tackle. Good tackle.
All the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. And the Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone.
Tried to get there.
Touchdown, Wolverines. They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game. He's looking to throw. Extending the play. He gets it in for the 2-point conversion, and now they
Could have sworn I put a spy on my linebacker.
About to kick it off.
Did he just not get out the blocks? Or maybe that was the previous play I did that. Maybe I didn't do it on that play.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch.
I know he's basically a one read and go if nothing's open.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They'll run it. He's dropped behind
enough
the line
speed.
of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Gonzalez. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Off he goes. He's at the 10.
Stuff here.
He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different.
Wasn't even what I was looking at throwing, but it was there.
Quarter, march down the field to score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Oklahoma has the lead right now, but even though we've heard Boomer Sooner a bunch, this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside Memorial Stadium. They are up by just 1 over the Sharks. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll come out throwing on first down.
Oh, my God.
Snatches it on the right. Running toward the tape. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan. On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. From the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Spits it out to the back.
Thought I could sneak it in there.
Bringing it back. Inside the 30.
Pinto, get there.
He's at the 10.
I saw him there. Thought he had a false step. Thought my guy could get there. That's a good alert.
With the interception return. He'll try to tack on one more. And the
I should have threw it right on the break.
It's a 4-point lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six.
Bad job with the tackling, too. I knew he cut back. Tried to strafe a little bit.
He'll call for the fair catch here. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Wants to throw on first down. Trying to get to it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, just keeps firing. Finds his man in the middle. At the 45 on his way.
Let's go, Calcaterra. Let's go, baby.
Touchdown, TCU. They take the lead with the 6. That was a lightning fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you could string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. Fair catch called for and made. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored Jesse this offense, hoping he'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down.
Straight back to the switch.
Bad news on that play.
That's exactly why I didn't run the same defense.
Was going to catch it. Nobody was with that ball landing on the
It's like, no way I'm going cover 4. Out the box so he could do that again.
It's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wide out in motion. Off play action. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
I was waiting on it that time. You can't run the same thing again and get away with it. And we're gonna gamble
Come to the
here.
line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. They'll give it to the back.
Good stuff.
Strong running there. Going to pick up 7 yards on the play, but they still have a 4th and 3. The Wolverines want to move quickly. They'll try to pick up the first.
Dang it.
And he gets it up to the 36.
I accidentally was in a hit stick animation.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. 4th down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
Want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Liz. They are sending a very clear message to this defense. We're going to run
running
the
the
football.
same
We
thing.
don't care what you do, but you are not going to stop us.
Oh, shoot. This
After the
isn't what I should
quarterback and
have.
receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Going to try to get it himself.
Come on. You gotta be kidding me.
And he's brought down, but a flag is also
You gotta be kidding me.
Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted.
That's crazy.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play.
Yes, sir.
That pass picked off. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44. Ready to fire from the pistol. The give to the tailback.
Nephew be playing some pretty good linebacker.
First down every time.
You get there. I can't lie. You get there.
I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
I feel like he might bring a blitz right here. So we might have an opportunity.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing
might be
third
all right
down
right
as they
here.
go back to work. They'll run play action. Fires to the big
Come
field.
on.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle short of the stick, setting up fourth down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him and they convert. Tackled, but he has a first down.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on fourth down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
The give to the single back.
Oh, man, come on.
Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. And the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. From the gun. Firing to the right, complete. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Direct snap.
Run him over.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Defense going all in to stop the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. He'll go to the sneak. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Well, you tried on 1st and 2nd, and you couldn't pay it off, so let's not overthink it. Let's just go quarterback sneak. Let's just let our guy get low.
It's a long freaking game, man.
Drive his legs in for the touchdown.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Man, there's 6 minutes. Maybe good. Maybe we're throwing a lot.
The
Maybe that's what it
team
is.
out there
A lot of passes.
And 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty.
This feels like a long game.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25.
It's close. Going back to his run game. Boy,
Here comes the offense on 1st down.
Give me a little quick hitter.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Buys a little extra time.
Come on.
Huge gain.
Why are you jumping back there, cuz?
Beautiful start to this drive. You've got some work to do here.
That blitz should have been there, though.
Mountain you've still got to climb if you're going to win this game. A couple minutes left. You've got the horses to get you there, but it's all about getting the drive started with a positive play, and they found that on that last one.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Quick strike complete. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Slings it down.
Come on, you're supposed to stay there.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the 1st down.
And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. And here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback keeper. Pick up a 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Looking for the score.
Come on with these high passes.
Touchdown, Michigan.
These instant rollouts too, man.
Wondered
Jesus
exactly
Christ.
where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
Momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that right now. Just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some win. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football.
That was open too.
See what they do on this drive, David.
Outside guy was taking me. That was open.
I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Steps away to find some room. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll
live to fight another day, buddy.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
He's going to let it go. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
Don't send him.
Pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
No reason not to.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet, 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you and makes a play and gets in the end zone.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oklahoma has the lead right now, but they've been in a dogfight all day and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 9 over the Sharks. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll pull it down. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Slips away. He wants a big play here late. And it was worth the gamble, but the pass is incomplete. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper. Understand, they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
Misfired on first down, back to the air
Ooh-wee.
on second.
Ooh-wee, I seen him.
Here's a throw downfield late.
Bro, give me the freaking animation.
You want to talk about
What the heck?
field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
That makes no sense.
They'll throw it on first down. Coming after it. Had to throw it before he wanted. Hit hard just as he released it on first down.
God, dang it, that makes no sense.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, you're going to have time to throw.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Quick release by the QB. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense.
Get over.
Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it.
Yes, sir.
Picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop.
That should.
I don't know if you call them timeouts or what. So
Getting the big turnover, you got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense,
go ahead and
run that clock.
pick a play to run here.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout
Yeah,
punch?
he's calling
And we're
timeout.
expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push and ball security, David. That's a premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Thought I could sidestep
Defense
him there.
uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
You're going to be looking
You
for it
make up the
again right
game
here.
plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
What a big play, backed up in their own end. And a big thing here is you're just trying to give yourself some space to work. And what a job up front of creating some big lanes and gaps for the ball carrier to get a huge chunk of yards.
Two clock, but oh, they did it anyway.
Chances. The defense can
That was a rough one, man. Joker got away with a whole lot of stuff, man. We're consistent. 14, 14, 14, 14. Man, he got away with so much. That was crazy. 10-0, 5 and 2. I don't like that, but take away them 2 interceptions. Maybe if those completions 24 or 29 is crazy. 75% is crazy. 480 is crazy. We got 2 interceptions on him as well. He threw for 451. God, dog. No wonder the game. I told you, I felt like the game was long. And that was it right there. That's the difference. All that doggone passing. Didn't really get the run game going. Gonzalez was eating. But he had 2 deep ones, though. So that makes sense. He had two streaks that worked out. Kier had a long one as well, that 68-yarder. And then Calcaterra had that dig that went for 6. That was a good one as well. Tight end caught one there, Ferreira, whatever that is. Caven Tecklenburg. Okay, that's my cornerback. Had a good game. I mean, he was tackling a whole bunch of people, catching the ball in front of him, basically. 7 tackles for a loss. Cousins was playing. Tecklenburg is a baller. Tecklenburg is a sophomore, too. I like him. 3 tackles for a loss. 2 interceptions. Stenerud. Gotta learn all these folks. Napolitano. Don't know you, buddy. But he had him a pass deflection. 1 fumble force. Got 1 recovery. No defensive tutties. I gave up a defensive tutty, though. One of my interceptions, he ended up lurking and taking to the house on the Texas route. Thought I could sneak it by him, but his linebacker might be actually pretty fast. That might be what it was. But let's see. I think we got Beeman next. Woo! Gonna be a rough one. But I asked for it. I asked for him to schedule Beeman. I like playing B. It's always a bad game, but it's fun having to think through the challenge of trying to beat them. All right, man. Appreciate y'all joining. Catch you on the flip.